Okay, friends, it's Top 5 Tuesday, and I'm gonna count down my top 5 things to watch on Netflix. Okay, so these are just a few things that I've watched most recently that I really liked, and so you don't skip on by them while you're spending hours and hours and hours on Netflix trying to find something to watch, you can just go, oh, I haven't seen that, and Lauren said it was good. At number 5 is a movie called The Den. I'm obsessed with horror movies, and Netflix is real good for shitty horror movies, and I've watched a lot of them. And then one day I was like, I'll watch The Den. And it's probably one of my favorite horror movies that I've ever watched, and it's one of the best ones on Netflix. There's no well-known actors in it, which is even more amazing, and you're gonna turn it on, you're gonna be like, are you sure this is good? But watch it. It gets so scary, it's so suspenseful, and basically this chick is like researching kind of like a chat roulette webcam thing, and then murder happens. But like there's this crazy twist that happens at the end that makes the whole movie. My number 4 pick on Netflix is this movie called Peace, Love, and Misunderstanding. Now, it's a total chick flick. If you're home on a weekend in the afternoon and you're feeling lazy and you want to watch a movie and you want to like laugh and cry, I don't know if you'll cry, but you'll be very entertained. Jane Fonda and Catherine Keener and Elizabeth Olsen are in this movie, and it's like 3 generations of women, grandmother, mother, and child. And Jane Fonda plays this amazing woman who's like a total hippie artist, free spirit living on farmland. And Catherine Keener is her daughter, who's like a stiff and tough and rigid lawyer who isn't in touch with her emotions or her sexuality. And her mother, of course, is. And so anyways, they all hang out and they all learn to love each other and understand each other, and they all come to peace as a family. And it sounds maybe stupid, but I really, really enjoyed it. I loved the underlying message. Even Elizabeth Olsen plays this like kind of like vegetarian, vegan sort of activist person, and she has a little relationship with Chase Crawford, and there's all these undertones of like trying to push the vegan message, which surprised me and comes out of left field, and I kind of like that about the movie. Catherine Keener is like one of those like hot older actresses. She's like so cool, and so is Jane Fonda. They're all hot. They're all great women, so definitely watch that movie if you're looking for a chick flick. Okay, at number 3 is kind of an old school thing that I might be a little behind the times on, but I finally just watched The Mindy Project. All 3 seasons are on Netflix. I got through all 3 seasons in a matter of like 2.5 weeks. John was away on business for a month, and I just devoured the whole thing. I'm obsessed with Danny Castellano. I'm obsessed with Mindy Kaling. I'm obsessed with that guy that plays Morgan on the show. I don't even know his name, but actually I saw him at the airport on my way back from Los Angeles 2 months ago. As in my obsession of The Mindy Project, I was like, oh my God, it's Morgan at the airport. So anyways, if you haven't watched it, if you're like someone like me who just kind of glossed over The Mindy Project and didn't think it was gonna be any good, you need to watch this show. It is hilarious. I think it might be my favorite show as of late, ever since I think Breaking Bad. I would say Mindy Project is now like my favorite show. Danny Castellano is, I'm in love with Danny Castellano. I wish I was Mindy and John was Danny Castellano. Actually, I wish I was me, not that there's anything wrong with Mindy Kaling, and John was Danny Castellano. He's shooting this video. Okay, but he knows that I'm obsessed with DC, so it's okay. At number 2, The Unbreakable, Kimmy, Schmidt. Now this popped up on Netflix a few months ago as a new series, Netflix original series, and I was like, okay, I'll bite. When it started, I was like, well, I don't know. Like I was really iffy about it. I was like, the writing's weird or the humor is weird. And then, like anything, you just kind of keep watching it for a second, and then it got really funny. The thing that I like the most is the opening song where they kind of do an ode to like the Gregory brothers and auto-tune the news. And then the characters in the show are just really, really funny. So give it a shot. Even if you're like thinking it might look stupid, it's actually one of the best shows, and other people that I've talked to who have watched it also love it. And mainly this guy Titus, the character Titus, makes the whole show Unbreakable, Kimmy Schmidt. Pinot Noir! And my number 1 Netflix pick is Something that was just added to Netflix, I think, recently, the Netflix original documentary Tig, about comedian Tig Notaro battling with a number of different life situations, but most importantly, a breast cancer diagnosis, and the comedy show that she did that went viral where she talked about all of this crap she had been through in her life. And she's friends with Sarah Silverman and Zach Galifianakis, and Louis C.K. pretty much like touted her and helped her, you know, get exposed to the world. It's a really good documentary. I just watched it last weekend. Watch it if you haven't. You're gonna cry, but then you're gonna feel so tender and you're gonna fall in love with Tig if you don't already know who she is. It's an amazing story. Those are my top 5 Netflix picks to watch right now. If you have any recommendations of cool things, especially horror movies that are good, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Top 5 Tuesday, and also if you have any topics of top 5 lists you want me to cover, let me know. Okay, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Snickers on a date? Okay, so that pole that Snickles is like canoodling with, I came up with the most amazing name for the pole. Pole rug. Like Paul Rudd, but pole rug, because it's covered in carpet. Okay. You like pole rugs?